The Secret to Accessing the Hidden Heavenly Realms. Part 1. Acknowledging the Heavenly Realms. The first step you'll need to take in accessing the hidden heavenly realms is understanding what these realms truly are. Now you might be wondering, what exactly are these heavenly realms? Well, in the grand tapestry of the cosmos, heavenly realms can be seen as higher planes of existence, realms that exist beyond our physical perception. These aren't just abstract, theoretical concepts, but rather they're realities that coexist with our own. In a nutshell, you can think of the heavenly realms as different dimensions, each vibrating at different frequencies. It's important to remember that these realms aren't out there in the physical universe, but rather they're present right here, right now, interpenetrating our own reality. They're hidden from our view, not because they're physically distant, but because our ordinary consciousness isn't tuned into their frequency. To truly understand these realms, it's not enough to just intellectualize about them. You've got to dive deep, explore your own consciousness, and awaken your spiritual senses. The heavenly realms aren't something you merely understand, but something you experience firsthand. It's like trying to explain what a sunrise looks like to someone who's never seen one. You can describe it in great detail, but it won't truly capture the experience. Understanding the heavenly realms is a crucial step in your spiritual journey. It helps you realize that there's more to reality than what meets the eye, and that you're a part of a vast, interconnected cosmos. So take the first step, seek understanding, and open the door to unseen worlds. Part 2. The Spiritual Dimension. In your journey to access the hidden heavenly realms, you'll encounter the spiritual dimension, a realm that's not bound by physical laws or limitations. Here, the essence of existence is not matter, but spirit. It's a realm where time and space become irrelevant, where the spiritual laws that govern the universe hold sway. You will find that this spiritual dimension isn't a mythical place, but an actual realm of existence. It's a space that extends beyond our physical world, yet is intricately connected to it. Everything that happens in the physical is a reflection of what's occurring in the spiritual. It's not a separate location, but rather a different level of perception, a shift in consciousness that allows you to perceive reality in a deeper, more profound way. However, accessing the spiritual dimension isn't as simple as flipping a switch. It requires a deep sense of self-awareness, an open mind, and a willingness to let go of preconceived notions about reality. It involves purging oneself of worldly desires and fostering an intimate relationship with the divine. This journey into the spiritual dimension, though complex, is a necessary step in accessing the hidden heavenly realms. It's through this spiritual dimension that you will gain a clearer, more comprehensive understanding of these realms, their nature and their purpose. As you continue your exploration, you will find that the spiritual dimension isn't just a realm to visit, but a state of being to embody. Now, let's move deeper into this fascinating topic by exploring biblical references that provide insight into these hidden heavenly realms. Part 3. Biblical References Explained. Looking into biblical references, you will find a wealth of information that illuminates the nature of these hidden heavenly realms. These scriptures paint a vivid picture of what we can anticipate in the afterlife and offer insights that can solidify our understanding of the spiritual world. The Bible often refers to heaven as a place or realm that exists beyond our physical world. It's described as a paradise, a city, and a kingdom, suggesting a structured and organized existence. In the book of Revelation, John provides an intricate description of heavenly Jerusalem, adorned with precious jewels and pure gold, signifying its preciousness and purity. Additionally, you will encounter the concept of multiple heavens in the scriptures. For instance, Paul in 2 Corinthians 12, verse 2, mentions a man's journey to the third heaven. This verse has sparked debates among scholars, with some proposing that it refers to different levels or dimensions of heaven. It's a complex theory, yet it underscores the notion of heaven as a multi-layered realm rather than a singular plane. The biblical picture of heaven also emphasizes its inclusivity. In John 14:2, Jesus assures his disciples that in his Father's house there are many mansions, implying that there's room for all who believe in him. Part 4. The role of meditation. Through meditation, you are able to tap into the profound depths of the spiritual realm, unearthing insights and experiences that can bring you closer to understanding and accessing these hidden heavenly realms. Meditation serves as a bridge, linking the physical and the spiritual, the seen and the unseen. It's a tool that helps you transcend the limitations of the physical world, extending your consciousness into the metaphysical realm. Meditation enables you to quiet the chatter of your mind, to focus your awareness on the moment, and to open yourself up to the spiritual energies that surround us. It's like tuning a radio. The spiritual realm is always broadcasting, but it's only through meditation that you can adjust your mental frequency to receive these celestial signals. The practice of meditation, however, requires discipline and consistency. It's not a one-time magic key to the heavenly realms. It's a journey, a process of gradual attunement and deepening understanding. It's about learning to still your mind, to listen, to perceive with more than just your physical senses. It's about cultivating a state of openness, receptivity, and mindfulness. When you meditate, you are not just sitting in silence. You are actively engaging with the spiritual realm, seeking communion with the divine, striving to perceive and understand the heavenly realms that lie beyond our physical perception. Through this practice, you can begin to access these hidden dimensions, to pull back the veil and reveal the profound spiritual realities that pervade our existence. Part 5. Interpreting Dreams and Visions. Building on your meditation practice, interpreting dreams and visions can further assist you in accessing these hidden heavenly realms. Dreams and visions are often considered the language of the subconscious mind, providing a gateway to the higher dimensions of consciousness. They're not just random sequences of images, but a complex symbolic language that can offer profound insights if you learn to decipher them. To interpret dreams, you have to start by remembering them. Keep a dream journal by your bedside and make it a habit to record your dreams as soon as you wake up. Gradually, you will start noticing patterns, symbols, and recurring themes, which serve as keys to unlocking the messages hidden within your dreamscapes. Visions, on the other hand, are spontaneous images or scenes that appear during meditation, prayer, or moments of quiet reflection. They are often clearer, more vivid, and carry a deeper sense of meaning than dreams. To interpret visions, you must cultivate a quiet mind and an open heart, staying receptive to the wisdom they convey. Interpreting dreams and visions isn't a one-size-fits-all approach, as each person's dream language is unique. Yet, there are universal symbols, archetypes, and motifs that can guide your understanding. By engaging in this practice, you will not only deepen your connection to the divine, but also gain insights into your own psyche, helping you navigate the earthly realm with greater wisdom and clarity. Part 6. Astral Projection Techniques in Accessing Heavenly Realms. Now, let's explore some effective techniques you can use to master the art of astral projection, a profound practice that can further unlock your access to the hidden heavenly realms. Astral projection, or the act of separating the astral body from the physical body, isn't a skill acquired overnight. It's a journey of self-discovery and self-awareness, requiring patience, discipline, and a focused mind. Firstly, let's consider the technique of mind awake, body asleep method. This involves reaching a state of physical relaxation while maintaining mental alertness. You are aiming to trick your body into sleep while your mind stays awake, creating a ripe environment for astral projection. This technique is often paired with visualization exercises to guide the consciousness out of the physical body. The rope technique is another effective method. Imagine a rope hanging above you and visualize yourself, or rather your astral self, climbing this rope. The idea is to focus your attention away from your physical body, encouraging the sensation of movement without physically moving. Lastly, lucid dreamings can be an accessible gateway to astral projection. By gaining control within a dream state, you can intentionally transition into an astral projection. The key is to recognize that you are dreaming and then manipulate that dream as a launching pad for astral travel. Part 7. Exploring near-death experiences in heavenly realms. Venturing into near-death experiences, you will find another intriguing pathway to the hidden heavenly realms, marked by profound awakenings and spiritual insights. These experiences, often described as transcendental journeys outside the confines of the physical body, appear to grant access to realities beyond our common perception. Analytically speaking, near-death experiences raise profound questions about the nature of consciousness and the existence of an afterlife. Typically, they occur when you are on the brink of death, but are resuscitated or spontaneously recover. They are characterized by feelings of peace, out-of-body sensations, encountering spiritual beings, and a perception of being in another, unearthly realm. Theoretically speaking, some hypothesize that near-death experiences provide evidence of a soul or consciousness that exists independently of the body. They contend that psychological or physiological theories alone cannot fully explain these experiences. Indeed, many who have had near-death experiences report transformative effects, such as increased empathy, a decreased fear of death, and a greater sense of purpose. Skeptics contend that physical changes in a stressed or dying brain are what cause near-death experiences. The release of endorphins, for instance, could explain the feelings of peace and detachment. Changes in brain activity may cause hallucinations, whereas the sensation of entering another realm might be a psychological reaction to death fear. In exploring near-death experiences, you are invited to ponder the mysteries of life and death, consciousness, and the possibility of other realms. Irrespective of the explanations, these experiences undeniably offer deep, personal insights into what might lie beyond the veil of our physical world. Part 8. The power of prayer in accessing heavenly realms. You will discover that prayer, often considered a spiritual practice, can also serve as a powerful conduit to the hidden heavenly realms. The act of prayer can catalyze an intimate dialogue with the divine, opening doors to otherwise unseen spiritual dimensions. This isn't just about faith or belief, but about connection and interaction. Consider, for instance, the theory of quantum entanglement, which suggests that everything in the universe is interconnected. If we apply this theory to prayer, it implies that your thoughts, intentions, and words of prayer might influence the fabric of the universe, connecting you with the divine energies of the heavenly realms. But how can you tap into this power? The key lies in understanding the nature of prayer itself. It's not just about asking for something or expressing gratitude. It's about aligning yourself with the divine, acknowledging the divine within you, and actively seeking to understand and embody divine qualities. When you pray with this understanding, you are not just sending words into the ether. You are actively participating in the divine dialogue, influencing and being influenced by the spiritual energies around you. This process can open up channels of communication with the heavenly realms, granting you insights, guidance, and experiences that transcend the ordinary. Understanding the power of prayer and how to harness it effectively can bring you closer to the divine and deepen your spiritual journey. But remember, the heavenly realms aren't just about divine energies. There are also other beings that inhabit these realms. Let's now transition to exploring these angels and heavenly beings. Part 9. Angels and Heavenly Beings. You will meet angels and heavenly beings on your spiritual journey, divine messengers who serve as a bridge between the earthly and transcendent realms. These celestial entities aren't as intangible or abstract as you might think. Instead, they are powerful spiritual forces that can guide, protect, and illuminate your path. Angels, in their most fundamental form, are pure energy, resonating at higher frequencies than we can perceive with our physical senses. They are often depicted with wings, not because they fly, but to symbolize their ability to transcend physical limitations. Their purpose is to offer guidance, deliver messages from the divine, and provide comfort in times of distress. Heavenly beings, on the other hand, are a broader category. This encompasses not only angels but also archangels, cherubim, seraphim, and many other entities. They inhabit the higher realms, acting as intermediaries between humans and the divine, helping us understand complex spiritual truths. In this cosmology, these beings aren't to be worshipped, but rather respected and acknowledged for their roles. They are part of the divine order, existing to assist and guide us in our spiritual journey. Understanding the nature of angels and heavenly beings doesn't merely enrich your spiritual knowledge. It also alters your perception of the universe, revealing a complex, interconnected web of spiritual forces working in harmony. This understanding, in turn, can offer you comfort, guidance, and a deeper connection to the divine. As we delve deeper into the hidden heavenly realms, it's imperative to consider not only the celestial, but also the infernal. In the subsequent section, we will explore the concept of paradise. Part 10. The Divine Paradise. Moving on from heavenly beings, let's immerse ourselves in the divine paradise, a realm of absolute peace and joy that you have likely envisioned during moments of spiritual contemplation. It's a place where the turmoil of earthly existence gives way to a serenity that's beyond our understanding. But how can you truly comprehend this divine paradise? That's what we will try to dissect here. The core idea of divine paradise is the achievement of spiritual perfection. It's the zenith of spiritual evolution, where you are rid of earthly fetters and transcend into a state of pure bliss, love, and understanding. You are not just in God's presence. You become an integral part of the divine whole. This isn't just a location. It's a state of being where you are at one with the universe. Accessing this divine paradise isn't as simple as following coordinates on a map. It involves a deep introspective journey within oneself. It is about letting go of worldly concerns, embracing love and compassion, and connecting with the cosmic energy that permeates the entire universe. It's about achieving enlightenment, understanding the true nature of existence, and realizing your divine potential. Part 11. Sacred Texts and Teachings. Now, let's look into sacred texts and teachings. They will guide you on your path to accessing the divine paradise hidden within you. These texts, often steeped in age-old wisdom and prophetic insights, serve as signposts illuminating the path to higher consciousness and spiritual enlightenment. You will find that these holy manuscripts are teeming with metaphorical and allegorical narratives designed to provoke introspection and contemplation. They are not just historical documents but profound repositories of spiritual wisdom. They offer frameworks for understanding the human condition, the nature of the universe, and the purpose of our existence. To truly access their wisdom, you need to engage them with an open mind and heart, ready to grapple with abstract concepts and paradoxes. It's not just about rote learning, but about seeking to understand the underlying truths, principles, and moral lessons. They are meant to be lived, not just read. Analyzing these texts in the context of your own life can lead to transformative insights, helping you to shift your perceptions, attitudes, and behaviors. They can provide a roadmap for personal growth and self-improvement, fostering empathy, compassion, and spiritual maturity. It's important to remember that these texts aren't an end in themselves, but a means to an end. They are tools to help you access the divine within you, to awaken your higher consciousness, and to realize your full spiritual potential. Having explored the role of sacred texts and teachings, let's now unravel the mysteries of the universe in our quest to access the hidden heavenly realms. Part 12. Mysteries of the Universe. Now, in your journey through the divine wisdom of sacred texts, it's time to delve into the vast mysteries of the universe. This majestic, infinite cosmos presents questions that have puzzled mankind for eons. What's out there? Are we alone? What's the true nature of reality? These are profound, thought-provoking riddles with answers lying far beyond the scope of our understanding, yet within the realm of plausible speculation. Consider the concept of time. It's often perceived linearly, a straight, unbroken line from the past to the future. Yet quantum theory suggests that time might not be as straightforward. It could be a vast, interconnected web where the past, present, and future coexist. You might question the reality you perceive daily. Are we living in a cosmic web where all possibilities exist simultaneously? Similarly, the notion of extraterrestrial life is an intriguing mystery. The universe's vastness makes it statistically likely that life exists elsewhere, yet we are still awaiting that decisive contact. Are we confronted with the Fermi paradox, which is the contradiction between the high probability of extraterrestrial life and the lack of evidence or contact? Finally, the enigma of dark matter and dark energy that account for 95% of the universe's composition further deepens the cosmic puzzle. Their elusiveness challenges our understanding of the physical world. Part 13. Harnessing Spiritual Energy. Building on these mysteries of the universe, you might wonder if these unseen dimensions could be a source of spiritual energy that you are capable of harnessing. It's not an outlandish thought. After all, if there are additional dimensions beyond our perception, there could very well be forces within them that we are yet to understand. Consider this. Spirituality at its core is about connection. It's about feeling a part of something larger than yourself. Now, if these hidden dimensions exist, they could be a vast reservoir of energy that we are intrinsically connected to, but not aware of. This energy could be the source of the profound spiritual experiences that many people have reported throughout history. But how would you harness this energy? That's where the theory becomes more speculative, more abstract. You would need to develop a deep, intuitive understanding of these dimensions. You would need to learn to perceive them, even in their hidden state. This could potentially be achieved through meditation, through spiritual practices that promote awareness and connection. Yet, while this theory is compelling, it's important to remember that it's just that, a theory. And, like all theories, it needs to be rigorously tested and scrutinized. It's an intriguing idea, a tantalizing possibility, but until it's substantiated by empirical evidence, it remains within the realm of speculation. Still, it's an idea worth exploring, because if you can tap into these hidden dimensions, harness their energy, it could transform your spiritual journey in ways you can't yet imagine. Part 14. Cross-cultural perspectives. Many cultures around the world have their unique interpretations and practices for accessing these unseen dimensions, adding a fascinating layer of cross-cultural perspective to our exploration. From the indigenous tribes of the Amazon to the mystics of the East, people have developed myriad ways to tap into these hidden heavenly realms. In the Hindu tradition, for instance, you will find a rich tapestry of meditative practices aimed at reaching higher states of consciousness. They believe that through disciplined focus and internal reflection, one can access these otherworldly planes. On the other hand, Native American cultures use ritualistic dances and vision quests as a conduit to these realms, emphasizing the importance of communal connection and the guidance of ancestral spirits. These different cultural points of view show that exploring these hidden dimensions is something that everyone wants to do, because everyone wants to understand and connect with the divine. They show us that while the methods may differ, the essence remains the same. A quest for spiritual awakening, a yearning for transcendence, and a deep-seated need for divine connection. In grappling with these cross-cultural perspectives, you come to appreciate the diverse ways in which humanity seeks to reach these hidden realms. It's a poignant reminder of our shared spiritual quest, regardless of cultural background or geographical location. As we move forward, it's important to consider how these various cultural practices intersect with the law of attraction, a principle that suggests we have the ability to attract whatever we focus on into our lives. Part 15. The Law of Attraction. You have likely heard that every thought you entertain could be a powerful magnet pulling towards you more of what you are consistently focusing on. This, in essence, is the law of attraction. The theory suggests that like attracts like, meaning your dominant thoughts and feelings act as a beacon, attracting circumstances, people, and experiences that align with them. The law of attraction isn't some new age fad. It finds its roots in quantum physics, where scientists have discovered that particles, like electrons, can influence each other despite being vast distances apart. This phenomenon, known as entanglement, could be a scientific manifestation of how our thoughts and feelings interact with the universe. You are not just a passive spectator in your life. You are an active participant, capable of shaping your reality through your thoughts and emotions. This doesn't mean you can manifest $1 million simply by thinking about it. It's more nuanced than that. You must align your feelings, beliefs, and actions with your desires. It's a holistic process that requires self-awareness, positivity, and a deep belief in your potential. Adhering to the law of attraction isn't about wishful thinking. It's about understanding the power of your mind and harnessing it to create a life you desire. By consciously directing your thoughts, you can influence your reality. It's a transformative process, one that fosters personal growth and self-understanding. Part 16. Manifesting your reality. Every single thought you hold has the potential to become a cornerstone in the reality you are actively manifesting. This concept, known as manifestation, is more than a New Age buzzword. It's an active process where you use the power of your thoughts and emotions to influence the world around you. You see, thoughts aren't just fleeting moments of consciousness. They are energy. This energy vibrates at different frequencies, each frequency corresponding to a particular type of reality. Positive thoughts vibrate at higher frequencies, attracting corresponding positive experiences. Negative thoughts, on the other hand, vibrate at lower frequencies, attracting likewise negative experiences. The key to successful manifestation lies in the understanding and mastery of these vibrational frequencies. It's not about wishful thinking. It's about aligning your thoughts, actions, and emotions to resonate with the reality you desire. It's about consciously choosing thoughts that uplift rather than drag down, actions that build rather than destroy, and emotions that promote growth rather than stagnation. To manifest your desired reality, you must believe in its possibility. This belief should be so strong that it permeates every thought, decision, and action. It requires an unwavering faith in your capacity to create, change, and influence your world. In essence, manifesting your reality is a powerful act of co-creation with the universe. It's a testament to your inherent ability to shape your life and to access the hidden heavenly realms of infinite possibilities. So, Harness your thoughts, direct your emotions, and let your reality unfold. Part 17. The Impact of Karma. Building on the manifestation process, remember that the repercussions of your actions or your karma play a significant role in the reality you are crafting. It's essential to understand that karma isn't just about punishment for wrongdoings. It's a universal principle of cause and effect. Every action you take leaves an imprint on the universe, and these imprints, in turn, shape your experiences. Delving deeper, karma is intricately entwined with your intentions. It's not just about what you do, but why you do it. Actions with positive intentions often lead to beneficial karma, while those driven by negativity may result in adverse effects. This illustrates the power of conscious intent in creating a reality that aligns with your higher self. Theoretically, karma also provides a framework for growth and transformation. It's a mirror reflecting your actions and intentions back to you, providing you with opportunities to learn and evolve. It's not a deterministic concept. You have the free will to make choices, and these choices determine your karmic outcomes. Analyzing further, by understanding the impact of karma, you can start to harness its power. You can consciously create positive karma by acting with compassion and integrity, thereby influencing the reality you are manifesting. To sum it up, your karma is a significant contributor to the reality you're making. It's a tool for self-reflection, growth, and change. Understanding its impact and consciously creating positive karma can aid you in accessing the hidden heavenly realms. Part 18. Theories of Reincarnation. Moving on from the concept of karma, let's now delve into the theories of reincarnation, another fundamental aspect of accessing the hidden heavenly realms. Reincarnation, in essence, is the belief that your soul upon death is reborn into a new body. It's an ancient theory, steeped in mysticism and spirituality, and has been a cornerstone of numerous religions and philosophies. Let's start with the Hindu theory of reincarnation, known as samsara. In Hinduism, your actions in this life dictate the circumstances of your rebirth. It's a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, largely driven by karma, until you achieve moksha, liberation from this cycle. Alternatively, Buddhism proposes a similar but slightly different concept. Buddhists believe in rebirth rather than reincarnation. In this theory, it's not the soul, but the consciousness that continues on, carrying the karmic imprints of past lives. The theory of reincarnation isn't limited to Eastern philosophies. Many who practice New Age spirituality believe in past lives and life between lives, suggesting that the soul chooses its next life based on karmic lessons it needs to learn. Despite the differences among these theories, they all encourage you to live a mindful and moral life, as your actions may influence your future existence. Each theory offers a different perspective on life, death, and the soul's journey beyond the physical realm. Now that we have explored reincarnation, we will transition into our next topic, scientific views on other dimensions. This section will help you understand how to harness these theories and others in your own spiritual journey. Part 19. Scientific views on other dimensions. In your exploration of the cosmos, you will uncover theories suggesting the existence of other dimensions beyond our perceptible reality. These conjectures, often rooted in quantum physics and string theory, posit that our universe may be just one of many, existing in a multiverse of parallel realities. Scientists like Michio Kaku, a renowned theoretical physicist, propose that our universe is but a small bubble floating in a sea of infinite bubbles. Each bubble represents a different dimension, each with its own laws of physics. Imagine, if you will, a cosmic bubble bath teeming with universes vibrating at different frequencies. String theory further complicates the picture. It's a mathematical model that suggests that the fundamental particles in our universe aren't point-like dots, but rather tiny, vibrating strings. According to this theory, there could be as many as 10 or 11 dimensions, most of which we can't perceive because they are compactified or hidden. These theories aren't without controversy. Critics argue that they lack empirical evidence and are thus more philosophical than scientific. However, these critiques don't diminish the allure of other dimensions. They just underscore the limitations of our current understanding and tools. Part 20. The concept of hell. Despite what you might think, exploring the concept of hell is an essential part of understanding the hidden heavenly realms. It's a subject that's shrouded in mystery and often associated with fear, yet it's integral to many religious and philosophical systems. Firstly, let's demystify it. Hell, in many traditions, isn't just a place of punishment, but also one of purification. It's a realm where souls undergo transformative processes, a sort of metaphysical forge. Can you imagine the intensity, the heat, the pressure? It's not meant to be a comfortable experience, but it's not pointless cruelty either. It's a mechanism for soul growth, for transformation, for change. Secondly, consider the concept of hell as a state of being, not just a location. It's about the choices you make, the actions you take, and the consequences that follow. It's the agony of regret, the torment of guilt, the pain of loss. It's the darkness within you, the shadow side of your nature. Lastly, think about the relationship between heaven and hell. They are not separate, but two sides of the same coin, two aspects of the same reality. The heavenly realms aren't just about bliss and light. They also encompass the depths of darkness. Understanding this duality helps you appreciate the full spectrum of spiritual existence. Part 21. The mystique of purgatory. Why, then, should you overlook purgatory when delving into the mystique of the hidden heavenly realms? As a realm often misunderstood or even dismissed, purgatory holds a unique place within the celestial hierarchy. It's a bridge, a transitional state between the earthly existence and the eternal, acting not as a final destination, but a purification process. Analyzing it theoretically, purgatory's existence is born from the need for balance, a space between the absolutes of heaven and hell. You might perceive it as a reflection of life's gray areas, a symbol of the human condition's inherent complexity. It's not about punishment, but transformation and preparation, a concept that resonates with many spiritual and personal growth philosophies. Insightfully, purgatory challenges the binary viewpoint of afterlife, introducing the possibility of fluidity and progress even after death. This leads us to question the rigidity of our beliefs and invites us to consider our spiritual growth as an ongoing journey, not a destination. Yet, it's this very mystique that can make purgatory seem elusive, its intangible nature. The idea of being neither here nor there can be hard to grasp. But isn't that the very essence of exploring hidden heavenly realms? The acceptance of mystery, the pursuit of understanding, and the courage to question? Part 22. Personal Spiritual Development. Now, let's dive into your personal spiritual development, a journey influenced by your understanding of reincarnation and other spiritual theories. It's essential to realize that your spiritual growth isn't a linear process. It's a dynamic, continuous cycle of learning, evolving, and unlearning. You are not just a physical being in a material world. You are also a spiritual entity with a unique energy signature. Your spiritual development, therefore, is about becoming more attuned to this energy and using it to navigate your life purposefully. It involves deepening your self-awareness, expanding your consciousness, and refining your intuitive abilities. Reincarnation theory suggests that we are here to learn specific lessons and grow spiritually. They imply that each life is a chapter in our eternal journey of spiritual evolution. If you subscribe to these theories, you might view your life's challenges as opportunities for growth, and your triumphs as signs of progress. This perspective can significantly influence how you handle life's ups and downs, potentially leading to a more fulfilled existence. It's also worth noting that spiritual development isn't about becoming a better person in a moral or ethical sense. It's about becoming more authentically you, shedding societal conditioning and living in alignment with your soul's purpose. So keep exploring, questioning, and growing. Remember, it's your journey, and you are the one in the driver's seat. In your journey to access the hidden heavenly realms, remember it's like cultivating a garden. The seeds of spiritual growth require your care and patience. Scripture, meditation, and dream interpretation are your tools. Karma and reincarnation, the weather patterns. Each step in personal spiritual development brings you closer to harvesting a reality that reflects your highest self. So, cultivate your spiritual garden with intention and watch as the heavenly realms unfold before your very eyes. Thanks for listening to or reading this from Audiobooks Office.